Welcome back. Berto here from Garcia Aquatics. How's everybody doing? Hey guys, just to let you know, Garcia always drops the video. But right now, our favorite friend, our fellow favorite friend, Aquarium Talk TV, is live right now. He's doing a little test on his live stream. So be ready. So if you haven't, you can go over there and check him out, because this is his first live stream. So you can go ahead and enjoy it. And if you want to come back, you can come back. But always, guys, let's help him out. Let's hit that like button for him. Let's hit that share button for him. Let's turn on that notification bell to know for we can get notified when he's gonna go live or when he's dropping the video. So if you guys want to go over there, go ahead. It's no problem. I don't got no problems with that at all. Hey, Bunny Viper, how you doing? Thank you for coming, Bunny. Linda Werber, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Hey, guys. So Gordon is doing his first live stream. So now we're here at Berto, Garcia Aquatics Hangout. And I just want to let everybody know that probably by tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to be dropping a video. I've been throwing a little bit here, little things here and there of the video that's going to be coming out. If you haven't seen it on my other platforms like TikTok or Instagram. I haven't put it on Facebook, but I mostly put it on Instagram and TikTok. So, other than that, I really appreciate everybody that's coming little by little, because you already know this is the Garcia Aquatics Hangout. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Well, as you can see, here's a little bit of my work that I got done, and then this part, and in 2 weeks, I'm gonna get this one done, and then probably in 2 more weeks, I'm gonna get this side done. It's gonna get wrapped down to my wrist. Also, I'm gonna do another sleeve, and then after that, I'm gonna be working on my chest, and then I'm gonna be working on my back. But that's what with time, is I finally got back to I stayed connected with my tattoo artist, so I'm gonna be working on it, and he got some great ideas that he's gonna be working on for my tattoos, and he already knows what I like and what I want. And especially, I'm loving every one of you supporting, being a great supporter for Garcia Aquatics, being there and waiting for those videos and waiting for those wonderful things and everything. And just gotta bear with me. I've been taking care of other things, and I just got so much on my plate right now. And I just want to ask everybody that's here, is the music too loud? And let's go with the intro. Welcome everybody that just came in. Bunny Viper, much love. Welcome. Linda, much love. Thank you for coming. Much love, Greg. How you doing? Much love. Thank you for coming. Also, we got Fishion. Welcome and thank you for being here. Sadie, welcome and how you doing, buddy? Wait. I know you're very busy. You're gonna be here the best you can. I understand, but thank you. Thank you for being here. One of my great moderators. And who else we got here? Okay, the music's not too loud. Good. And that's probably one of my music that I'm gonna be using on my videos because I had a person that to make the music for me. And yes, there's gonna be a person sooner or later is gonna be singing on that song for me. It's gonna be a nice little intro for Garcia Aquatics. Wet Floor Fish, how you doing? Welcome to the Garcia Aquatics. What happened over there? Oh wow. Appreciate, thank you for coming. How you doing? Welcome. And Wet Floor Fish, how you doing? And welcome again. I'd like everybody that's coming on here and saying hello to Garcia Aquatics and thank you for being here. And like I was saying earlier in the beginning, that my buddy, Aquarium Talk TV, he's live right now. As he's testing out his live stream to making sure that everything is running right. The mic, oh, he's waiting for the mic. My mistake. He's waiting for the mic to show up. Who knows when he's going to get it. But he wants to make sure that everything's running perfect. His audio, his video. And guys, I don't know what days that he's going to be doing his live streams. Just make sure you have that notification bell turned on for you. You can know when he's going to go up. Because you never know. And you know that's going to be a great live stream right there when he starts doing his live stream. Even though right now he's testing out everything and we're going to see how everything turns out. So we're going to be enjoying ourselves here. And Mr. Coral Aquatic Reef, how you doing? And welcome. You know, it's always something that always happens in Garcia Aquatics, but lately everything's been very kosher, very perfect for the moment. I'm just doing a lot of things here. And yes, I haven't touched this tank. I know I shouldn't be sitting here with this tank here that I haven't been doing anything yet. And I know everybody's waiting for that. But when I get out of work tomorrow, early, I'm going to be working on that one. And I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that one, even though I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow. I'm going to do that. I'm going to drop that video tomorrow. And you have zero tax. It's okay. It's not for a lot of people. A lot of people, some people like tattoos and some other people don't. But it's just me. I love them. So it's just like a walking billboard. I love art. I want to see the art on me. If I can walk around, I'm like, this is what I like. This is what it's meant for. This is what it's part of my background, what I really like and everything. That's why I put my tattoos on me instead of just having it on the wall, on a picture frame, and anything like that. I just want to do it this way because this is me and that's the way I like it. But some people might not like it. But I just don't understand why get tattoos and then go years later to a tattoo remover. Just for you to get another tattoo, or just remove it completely. But the only place I won't put no tattoos is on my face. That's ridiculous. Having tattoos on a face. Nice. And this one right here with the anchor is for all my people They were my fishermen, and family members, and everything. They were all fishermen, and that's the one. That's the one that I have here, the anchor. I got that in the memory of them, and I love salt water, and I love fishing, and I love fresh water also. But my salt water is for fishing. But for me to have a tank, it's a saltwater tank. I know it's going to be a lot of process to get done, and setting it up. A lot of people say it's easy, but to me, you have to have. What I heard, you have to have at least a tank run for like 3 or 4 months. Having it run for like 3 or 4 months to make sure everything's running perfect before you put any fish in. But with the fresh water, I find it simple because after you decorate the tank and clean the sand and everything, and you decorate it to the way you want to, then you just put what I only use is stability and primer. That's the only 2 things that I use, and I put a little bit in the canisters or in the handbags that I use just to have it running. And then when I do my water testing, like in 2 days or 3 days later, boom, it's done. You see, there's the difference. It's 2 or 3 days. But sometimes there's people that want to make sure everything's running perfect, that the water's completely perfect. They usually wait at least like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But I see mine is a little perfect. And for the fishes that I put in, there's some hardy fishes that could tolerate it. Like the black convicts, the pink convicts, the Oscars. And for the fructosis, it's a little work. For me, it's a little work because I got to make sure the pH got to be at a certain level. They got to be perfect and have their habitat just perfect. You just drop your thing. Oh my God, you just drop your phone. Oh man. Oh, you have an anchor on your forearm too? But people ask me if I was in the service. But I was never in the service, and I've never been in the service at all. But my anchor, it says, "Gone fishing forever." Those are for my lost family members and friends that passed. And that's why I have that anchor there. And if anybody wants to come up, you know, Garcia always decides to drop the link. So right now we got Gordon that's up, and we also got Tennessee Mafia, and then sooner or later we're gonna have Kenny E. Danikin Aquatics. He's gonna be going up like in an hour or so, something like that. Mine says cry later. Oh wow, really? So, like I said, I always drop the link in the chat. There it is, the link in the chat. And also, I want to put this here. Where is it? What you guys like to talk about? Just say it in the chat. What would you like to talk about? Let me know what you guys think. What you want to talk about. I really appreciate everything you guys been doing and helping out each other, hitting the like button, hitting the share button, and hitting that notification bell, and making sure the notification bell's turned on. Because you never know when they dropping a video or when they're gonna go live. So just turning on that notification bell is just to notify you when whoever's going to be going live. Just make sure you have it turned on. It helps you. I do the same thing. I always turn on the notification bell to make sure I don't miss anything, because you never know what they're going to be talking about, what they're going to have. Yes, I like building my own stands too. It's the best way to do it. It's better having it in your own stand. Melvin, buddy, welcome, and thank you for coming. The wrong thing is that to do the right job. Only Oscars, how you doing? And welcome, young lady. How you doing? There you go, June. Oh, wait. There you go, June. How you liking it now? Wet floor finish. What's the wrong thing that to do the right job? What would you like to know about that? A little bit of explanation to understand a little bit. And yes, guys, it just takes a few seconds. Just take off the comment section for a second. Hit that like button and come right back up. And then you can turn on your comment section. So you won't miss anything that anybody else is putting in the chat. And we'll see what's going to go on in a few. But I got one guy that he looks like a red lobster. He looks like a red lobster. He does. Because he was down in El Mexico. And let's just go ahead and just bring him up. Everybody knows him. And guys, let's help him out, because we got to bring him to his 400. He's only 8 away, so we got to help him out and bring those. Let's get him all that subscribe and hitting that like button and hitting that share button. Let's help him out. Any platform that you're on. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, sir. And as always, thank you for having me. Guys, if you haven't liked and subscribed to this man's channel, you really should. Garcia puts out quality videos, unlike mine that are kind of half-assed thrown together. And he's got a killer smile when he's actually happy. But anyway, guys, I need some help. I need to get to that 400, maybe even 500. So let's try. I appreciate all the help, all the likes, and all the subscribes. You guys are awesome. Garcia.
Where are you sitting at right now?
Who, me? I am in my basement, sir.
No. What number are you sitting on right now?
Let's see, shall we?
Yeah. I believe
395.
395? Come on, guys. We only need 5. Let's just get him to that 400. Let's get him to the 400, 400. And we only need 5. Let's get him to the 400, 400. Let's get him to the 400.
Let's do it.
We can do this. We can do it. We can do it tonight. We can do it. And let me see. I'm seeing something else here. What people do, and that's right, because we are all bowling on a budget.
Absolutely.
Because we can't go with all that expensive stuff. But we should be happy at least that we can do what we can.
Like I told Garcia, I'm going to promote a video here. I'm sorry. I just did a DIY sponge filter hack. Check it out. I just did it a couple days ago. It's up there. It's just a way to make your sponge filters run quiet and more efficient.
Oh, wow.
I've got a 5-gallon bucket filter coming too, by the way.
Nice. Melvin, I'm sorry for another loss in your family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for another loss. My condolences, Melvin.
Absolutely. Garcia, I'm going to be right back. I got to go get something to drink.
Go ahead. Because I'm gonna do the same thing too. Because my drink's all the way over there.
Mine's upstairs.
I'm back, guys. I had to get my drink. You know how Garcia is. Can't be without a drink, and especially when it's a monster. Monster. All right, let me see what else I missed here on the chat. Give me 1 second. Oh, Big Tank Hank! What's going on, Big Tank Hank? Hey, Big Tank Hank. The link is right here. If you ever want to come up, there it is. Danikid. How you doing, Danikid? Thank you for coming. Thank you. And yes, I might go a little long, but it's okay. But guys, if you haven't checked out Danikid Aquatics, you should go ahead and check him out. He's gonna be going live probably around 9 o'clock, I believe. You can go ahead and it don't bother me if you leave or you come back, or you can watch both. It don't matter. Unless we all having a great time, helping out each other, and we just gotta do this. And guys, I got another person here. He's one crazy guy from New York, but he lives down in Miami, and he's just one of those great guys. So let's say hello to Mr. Rodolfo.
How you guys doing?
Rodolfo?
What are you doing?
Doing good. But I'm not from New York. I'm originally, I grew up here in Miami, and then I lived in New York for like 7-8 years. While I was
Go ahead. Just shoot me, Rodolfo.
I'm just
Guys,
trying to.
I said it all wrong, but I got the payment in advance for an intro for Rodolfo. But I guess I read the memo wrong. He's not from New York. He's from Miami. Come on, guys. He's only 2 away. Come on, guys. He's only 2 away for his 400. Let's get him to his 400. Let's get Happy Place to his 400. And like I was saying before, I'm really happy that everybody's helping out each other, coming over here, and hanging out. But just don't forget about those other people that are still doing their live streams and stuff like that. You can go ahead and check their. Make sure you got those notification bells turned on, for you can help them out, for they can help you too. Because you help them, they'll help you.
I jump on live whenever I see them.
We always gotta help out each other.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to mention this past Sunday, the Gold Coast Aquarium Society had the annual auction.
It wasn't Sunday. It wasn't Sunday. It was Saturday.
Saturday, I'm sorry.
Today's Sunday. And yes,
right.
I had your text. I had 3 guys from Gold Coast Aquarium Society email me because they love it when I'm there. Because I entertain them. Because I always entertain everybody when it comes to the auction. 50.
For sure, we need definitely. Like if you would have gone up there and been one of the announcers, that would have been awesome.
If I was one of those auctioneers, because every time I go there, I always say I'm not coming home with nothing. I'm not buying anything. Then I know.
Oh yeah, that's a lie.
Look at this beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this.
That's a lie.
Oh. Look, I came home. The last time I was there, I came home with a baby Oscar from you, and my super red parrot. Who knows? Who knows what I came home with? But
I came home. Let me tell you what I got. So I got.
Hold on.
It's snowing.
It's snowing. All right, hold on, Rodolfo. I'm gonna have to put you on the solo for you to tell us what did you get.
All right, so discus, it was like I don't know. I would say 20. No, lies. Maybe 10 bags, and each bag had like the least amount of was a trio. But all of them had like 10, 15. What else? Imagine all the rarest killies that you could find as well.
Yeah.
So, like, I got 5 clown killies, which are like super hard to get right now. What else did I get? The loaches. They had, huh?
Plants. Did you get plants?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I got, matter of fact, I could show you the plants because I haven't. I'm gonna set up a new tank just for those. So I got the fish are already in the tanks, obviously, because I think it was yesterday. But I got ready to grow Utricularia gramifolia, which is related to liverwort, the plant that's carnivorous. But this one grows like a little grass. So I don't know if you've seen like the maps of it in the lakes around here or canals.
Yeah.
I have like little floating. So it's a carnivorous plant. It eats like all the little microscopic things that live in the water. But that one is like I guess like a grassy cousin of it. What else? All right. Samulus parvioflora red. So it's a sort of like
That's pretty.
yeah, it is. It's supposed to turn red, and I imagine red means it needs high light.
Yeah, you just gotta have the right light. The CO2. It really don't. It's just basically mostly for some of the plants. What you really need is a lot of good light.
Yeah. What else?
I'm
Okay.
learning a little bit from my one of the guys from the guy that I had on my video.
Okay.
He's the one that's teaching me more about it.
No, I mean, I would say lighting, but also fertilization, like where the plant feeds. So if you have things that are rooted, so your 3 main fertilizers are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So CChem has like that shit on a headlock. You know what I mean? Like you could buy their thing. And since they're formulated for aquariums, I find it to be very like easy to use. But there are, options of all kinds. Like in school, we use hydroponic mixes that are an A and a B, but it's essentially the same stuff. The B portion is all the metals. So your magnesium, your iron, your the heavier stuff that the plant needs that is less, but you need to add because the plant starts yellowing or getting stains on the leaves. That means that it needs an additional thing. But even with the smaller aquariums, or if you're not doing hydroponically, CChem has again products galore. And when you have
there's one guy in the chat, Melvin. He wants to know what size tank that is behind you.
I think so I think it's a 90, or it's probably like a 75 full front, but plus the wet dry that I got under it, it's like 80, 90 on a good day. So if it's filling up all the way, I've done the calculations with a while back, but I round off everything to like 80 gallons, like when I'm dosing and stuff like that, and then the CO2 as well. I have a little canister, like the CChem little BB gun looking canister, and then I also add the CO2 with yeast and sugar in a little tube-like thing. So, I mean, it works. So, okay, continue. Aeropaulus polaris. Looks like
thank you for coming.
it kind of looks like what's the Japanica something, like a grassy type okay, continue on.
Caprese, one thing I'm gonna tell you, you can come up and you don't really have to show your face at all. You can just have one of your logos or anything like that, and you can be right there. You don't have to worry about anybody seeing you because I understand being a camera shy. It happens because I was very camera shy when I first started, but then after that, it's unstoppable.
Watch my first live stream. You want to see somebody look like he was shitting razor blades?
Yeah. Or me, or my first video. And sorry, Rodolfo. Now let's get back to Rodolfo.
All right, so then I got baby dwarf tier on a little mat, so perfect for aquascaping. You know what I mean? It's a coconut husk with like chicken wire, but it's dipped in maybe or they spray painted. It's so it doesn't rust underwater. But this is perfect for like little aquariums if you want to make like a little square, or you could cut it and make it fit however you want. So that's why I did on it.
And Melvin, he has a lot of different fish at the moment. But after he tells us more about what he picked up, then we get back to that question, and we'll tell you what kind of fishes he has. He'll tell you. But let's see what he got first. Okay, Melvin? Thank you for understanding.
All right, so
Guppy fish. Oh no, DJ Guppy fish. Welcome. He's here.
oh, I did get guppies though. Well, endlers.
Yeah, but no, there's one guy there that he's in the chat. His name is DJ Guppy Fish.
Oh, okay.
And he lives down in Miami also.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I think you mentioned him the last time I was here.
His name is Sal. And he's not too far from Neighborhood Fish Farm.
Okay. So I'm relatively close. I'm south of Neighborhood Fish Farm near the zoo. If anybody's familiar with that, I live near there. But yeah,
so
okay.
what else you got?
All right. So I got Areopola Polaris mid-ground. I've never had these. That's why I bid on it, because I haven't tried. Utriculera gramifolia, another one of the little liverwort or whatever, one of those grassy ones. And what I wanted to do is like, foreground stuff that grows like a grass.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. And it's not for this tank. There's other tanks. Plus, I have empty ones that I want to potentially, start stuff in. So yeah. What else? I got pearl wheat and Riccia. Another one of those carpeting plants. So I'm gonna try it.
I missed a lot of good stuff.
Oh my god! No. It wasn't just the plants, the fish. Because Matt Fogel.
Was there a big tank there?
No. There wasn't any aquariums at this auction. It's just live fish, live plants. And everybody and their mother donated, and the club, members also had stuff there. Matt Kogo and I were talking about this on the way back. You're not going to get the quality of fish that you get at those auctions anywhere. Reason being, most of the people that donate or that bid are aquarists. So they've been feeding their fish. They've been medicating their fish correctly.
They're all breeders there.
Exactly.
But sometimes I might get a little backlash on this, but some of these breeders, they just want to get rid of some of their fishes that they don't like the way it looks, and the one that's already overbred.
Yeah.
But you're still gonna get some good quality fish no matter what.
No matter what, yeah. Bags of every type of shrimp. The Rileys, the Neocaridina. What else? There was bamboo shrimp. There was what else? A crayfish. So great selection with the invertebrates. What else was it? Oh, snails. So all the cool
I needed crayfish
assassins.
and I needed snails. I needed those snails for I could feed to Walter. Sorry,
Well,
all the
they
snail lovers.
the the bladderwort ones went. The apple ones went. The rabbit, the ones that are like cone shaped and
Yeah.
they're huge. What else did I see? I saw assassin snails. I saw nerites. I saw. I can't even. I mean, I don't know that much about snails, but yeah, like several bags of each, I would say. Um, but yeah, what else? Okay, so and the things, the fish, because I still got the bags. I got the green phantom pleco, big, like 6 inches, is in here. What else?
Why you didn't?
Um,
Why you didn't send it to me?
I know, right? I should have. I should have saved it. Uh, the
Don't worry. When I go down around your way, I'll bring some buckets.
For sure. No. Or we could go hit up.
And I'll start collecting the ones from your tank. You don't want
Yeah.
this one. You don't want that one. You don't want that one.
Yeah. You don't need this one. Take it. The botillas, the loach that I got 6 red-tailed zebra loaches. So
Wow.
those are. I mean, when I've seen them, they're generally a little bit bigger, but it's like somebody. I think they're coming out of somebody's aquarium and it got too big for them. But they're beautiful. They have a red tail. This picture
It was
doesn't.
a Pleco Fest at the auction.
Oh, yes, there was, but like I got outbidded a bunch of times with some of the. There was vampire plecos, panamkes like the royals. Those other types of panamks.
Let me ask you a question though. And some of the fishes that they had, whether the price went up way too high that it shouldn't be.
No, I wouldn't say they went above anything. Went over retail.
So it was just right there.
I think below. A lot of the times it went below. So I mean,
if I would have been there, I would have made people pay.
No, for sure. I did that as well. I mean, sometimes like when I was bidding and I would keep on going, pushing the thing up. When I saw that, I'm not gonna pay this because it's, and people would continue. So it's like I guess a battle of the wills. A lot of the times.
Hold on 1 second. Somebody blocked you?
Somebody was blocking every time I tried to post something, it wouldn't let it go. Basically was telling people that if they sub to me, I typically will sub back. That's what I put in there, but for some reason it says this comment has failed to post.
Well, so don't put that comment on more then.
I guess not.
But
I apologize. Continue.
But where you at now? Are you at 400?
No. We are at 398.
398. Come on, guys.
We'll
Two
get there.
more. 2 more. We could do this. 2 more.
So I'll like to. What is it? Like I join your.
Just subscribe to my channel. That's it.
I'll do it. That's.
Like I said, I typically, the people who subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back to them.
I mean, I don't have a channel, but I'll do it. I'll join your thing. What's your
Happy Place Aquatics?
Happy Place Aquatics.
Let's help out Happy Place Aquatics.
Let's help out anybody.
For sure.
And anybody. I wish some of my moderators are here, but I know my regular moderators are busy in other channels, but that's okay.
All right, just subscribe.
Watch that word and don't put sub. It won't happen.
What? No, I said.
Congratulations, he hit his 400. Congratulations.
Thank you. Who Who's got a party popper? There we go. Confetti.
Where's the champagne? Champagne.
I got Pepsi.
You got a Pepsi. There you go.
I got a Monster.
Let me tell you something. If you go to Mexico,
congratulations, and many more.
Thank you. If you go to Mexico, you won't find a Pepsi.
Oh no, the Coca-Cola reigns king over there.
Yes, it's
Mexican Coke.
That Mexican Coke is terrible. It's not the kind of Coke I requested. They use
the sugar, right? They use
cane sugar, I think.
Okay.
And it's funny.
Melvin, Melvin, Rodolfo doesn't have a YouTube channel, but where you can find him at is in Instagram.
You? But I'm just a civilian.
You?
Yes, but I mean, yeah. If you want to join me, yeah. I just
got 3 videos, and I'm probably your 4th subscriber.
Perfect. Awesome.
We'll get you there too.
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a guy that enjoys fish and spend a lot more money than I make.
That's right.
Buying fish.
He's one great supporter and a great fish hobbyist, like all of us. And it is rarely that you see a supporter be on a live stream. Because there's some supporters that don't want to be on a live stream, but I love it when he comes on. And I got one of his Oscars in my tank. And he didn't know this. His name is Rodolfo.
Oh, that's
the one that you
named
gave
it?
me. Yep,
Okay.
and Rodolfo.
Awesome.
And
That's
guess
cool.
what? And guess what?
What?
He's the tank boss.
Well, you know, maybe he's
The only person that he can control is Garcia.
oh, the
My
guard.
Florida guard. That's the only person he can't control. But
That's a battle
else,
tank.
Everybody else, man, shoot, they move away.
That's a submarine right there. How are you gonna defeat that? Those things are made out of
They're tanks.
like carrot. Yeah, they're. You know, have you ever tried to cut into one? You better take a chainsaw to try to slice it.
And the funny thing is that when I got that car, he was about that big. And now he's about that big. And that's telling me you better get a bigger tank. And I wanted to get that 240, but I couldn't get that 240. But it was going to cost me more money getting that tank up and running. Because that tank, no, but it's the top. The way they made that 240 out of acrylic, the holes are small. They had 3 holes in the top. They were small. But I like to use canisters. And for me to put the holes for the canister, it was not going to work right. And I had to drill another hole. But I do not want to put no weakness to that tank where it can pop open. And if I would have gone with the sump, and I'm a person that if I had the sump, who knows if I put a little more extra water than out of nowhere, I'm somewhere out, and when I come home, I come into a swimming pool. I don't want to deal with that. With the canisters, it works easier for me, and no problems and no headaches. And I heard a lot of people with their canisters that they have the leaks or they stop working or anything like that. For me, I always check my canisters. Even though if I don't hear it, I put my hand on it, on the canister. I feel the vibration. If everything's going okay, then I check the output and the input If I feel any, if I, like for the intake, if I feel suction, I'm just okay, and then I go to the output, and if I feel the water coming out, it's good, and the pressure's going out good, then it's perfect. But I still keep clean my canisters, even though my Frontosa, I went 2 years without cleaning that canister. 2 years. But when I opened it, I thought it was going to be very disgusting. It would just look like a little white sand on it, on the sponges. But everything else was perfect.
My most disgusting canister filter is my goldfish tank. That thing, I opened it up. I swear it was like a mud pit. It was terrible. So I agree, canisters are great. I am not drilling one of my tanks. It's not happening. I try to buy an overflow box. They want way
it.
too for an overflow box.
I love
Hear
it.
that?
Somebody loves the canisters like me. Canisters is all the way. That's the way I look at it. But there's other people that like their subs because they're used to it. But I just can't deal with it.
You know, I have
Okay.
one canister filter that's a ginormous pain in the back. I have a Marineland 360. As long as it is plugged in and running, it does not leak. The minute you unplug it to do maintenance, it starts leaking.
Wow.
Doesn't leak at all as long as it's running.
Um, when you have dinero, get yourself a FX. You'll
I
see.
got an FX6 on my goldfish pond.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
How you like it?
It's been running a little over a month and a half. That tank is crystal clear. That thing has got a lot of flow. Everybody says that they have a hard time when they set it on the floor and run it on a lower tank. Like it's hard to start. Mine fired right up. Never have an issue.
It's just the way you connect the hose. If you give it too much slack, it's gonna work too slow. The hose just gotta be just perfect for you can work real good. That's how I do with mine.
I am pretty sure I've got the adequate amount of hose because that thing will shoot a lot of water. I've always wanted to try an under gravel filter. Always. Never had one, never had the opportunity to do one. I've always wanted to try one. I'm going to look and see if I can find one. I know that's like old, dead technology, but I want to try it.
The suits are are good for keeping the water full in the main display. You do a lot of top off in the subs. I just do my top off on my tanks. This one is still not in process. That one is just a little bit. I'm gonna fill that one up tomorrow because I'm gonna be working on some of the tanks, refilling them up. I'm not gonna do a video of me just topping off the tanks and cleaning tanks. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, guys, to all the supporters and everybody in the tent. But stay tuned. I'll give you a little tour of my tanks. And there's not too many tanks like I used to have because before I used to have at least 30 tanks in my house. And right now I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. 9 tanks out of 30. But mostly all the tanks are big. I got this 65 here. I got myself a 5.5 tank here that's a little set up for nothing. Got my 125 right there, and I got my 150 right here, and I got my other 150 over there, and I got a 125 over there. And Lady Shimmy's tank, it's a 10-gallon in our bedroom, and I got a 125 in the dining room, and two 55s in the dining room.
You know, I'm going to circle back to my my wonderful, wonderful canister filter that leaks when it's unplugged. The actual canister, like the motor part of it itself, doesn't leak. The seal around it doesn't leak. The hoses doesn't leak. It has a hairline crack in the bottom.
Oh,
And it has been epoxied. It's been flex sealed. Nothing. I don't care what I put on it. When it's running, it does not leak. Like, I'm confident enough in it that I will set it on the floor and just let it run. It will not leak as long as it is running. The minute you unplug it, it's over with. What's up, Tommy?
I can't believe it. The alien from another planet is here.
Is he coming in?
He's probably on timeout. They probably have him on timeout. That's why he just been jumping on everybody's live stream. But I guess he can't come up. I guess wow. Now's when he gets the notification that I'm on. Now's when he gets it. That's a slow connection.
You know what's funny, man? I always know you're on after me. I usually go from 6 to 8, and then you're on.
Yep.
Yes, June, pressure does stop the leak. I'm eventually going to replace that filter. As bad as I don't want to, I'm going to replace it, and I'll probably just keep it for parts, or I'll put it on my outside goldfish pond. Man, I've got to get a new home for my Jaguar, man. It's in a 55. That thing's going to outgrow that thing quick.
You're right. And you probably need like a 125 for it.
I've got a 100-gallon stock tank.
Yeah, but you can't. And you're gonna move all the other ones into the 55, and then just to put the Jaguar in there?
Oh no, that's a 300-gallon stock tank. I also have a 100-gallon stock tank and a 150-gallon stock tank. Those two are empty right now.
Oh, so you just put him in the 100 for now.
I'm gonna put him in the 100. I got to get some sand and some other stuff for it. I'm probably gonna do it this week. Probably go and get a couple bags of. I use play sand, man.
If you want to go with that the whiteness color, the pool filter sand.
I've used pool filter sand. I was thinking about trying the black diamond blasting medium, the medium.
Hey, Mister, 11,000 subscribers. How are you doing? Congratulations. Hey, Mike, if you just want to come up and just say hello real quick.
That's a lot of subs.
Everybody, and come up and for everybody here to go ahead and congratulate you on your 11,000 subscribers, my brother.
11,000. Congratulations. I just got to 400.
Yep.
I'm at 402 to be exact.
And it's going to keep going.
I hope so, man. I like to think I put out quality content.
Oh, here's what Tommy's saying. Black diamond blasting sand is good, but watch for the algae. It'll grow it first. So I just use the pool filter sand, or the play sand, or Carib Sea.
So
if you want to go,
I got some of the cichlid sand. I bought some of the Carib Sea cichlid sand. I've got it in this tank, that tank, and my African cichlid tank. Everything else is play sand.
Oh Lord, we have a problem.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem at all.
No, we have a problem.
What's the problem? We got an alien?
Yeah, the damn UFO dropped them off.
Damn it.
Take me to your freaking leader.
How about we take you to
your leader? Take me to your leader. I'm here
you
for
really want to go meet our leader?
No, never mind. Take me to somebody else's leader.
Oh.
What's up, Berto?
What's up? What's up, Tommy? It's good to see you.
You too, man. Happy St. Patty's Day, bro.
That is true, son.
Hey, I'm not even
kids were pinching me.
All right, Tommy, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Before you do.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Mike Leng's Life. There's the link in the chat. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome. And you already know.
Oh, see, Mike, it was your link, Mike, not mine. I just intruded.
Stop intruding.
Hey,
All right.
but the good thing is that you're here, and I'm very happy. And Jim, what's missing in this group right now? What's missing?
Cottage cheese.
No, don't even do that. That's not in this platform.
Well, he's live right now.
No, not him. I know he's live. We already know. Saying it.
Oh, is he in?
He's
Is he in
missing.
chat?
He was the little moderator and then disappeared.
Oh,
His wife probably yelled at him.
it's
Get off the YouTube. It's me time. It's me time.
It might be dinner
So go ahead.
time.
So how
Okay.
fast are we talking about algae growing in place, or that black diamond blasting sand?
I use it. I use shop lights. Couple months, I start seeing that black starting to have a little bit of a green tint to it.
Where do you buy it?
Tractor Supply.
Okay.
Get the black bag. There's two different ones. So there's a red bag and a black bag. They're both slag. People will tell you, oh, the red bag is just slag. They're both slag. That's what they are. But they're a different grit. You want to make sure and get the black bag of black diamond blasting sand, not the one. They're clear. It's clear in black or clear in red. But yeah, I use it. I use it for a lot of things.
When I started with my YouTube, everything was all black sand, all my
mixed
tanks.
in the tank behind me.
But then, and I got tired of seeing all that black sand. So now I like the Caribsea because it gives it that nice look. Because when you put your rocks, your decoration, it pops it out better. It looks nice. But if you put that black sand, it's so groovy.
So my wife went to Home Depot to get me some play sand while I was at work one day to surprise me because I was setting up a couple of different tanks. And she came home with this one that I have my new fish in. And honestly, it looks like natural river, like dirt or sand out of a river. It's not white like the play sand is. And I'm like, man, I really like how that looks. So I'm going to go and try to find that. I need about 5 bags of it. Uh-oh.
This right here?
Yeah. Maybe just a smidge darker.
That's the Home Depot and Lowe's special pool filter sand there, the Quikrete brand. Quikrete.
I get confused the same thing, dude. I got you. I understand.
Hey, say it again, Tommy. What
the heck is a Quikrete?
I'm looking for, you go to Home Depot, I'm looking for the quick wing.
Is that a migratory species, or is it just stay in one place?
I risked out my black sand before and everything, but it was not working for me. He gave it a nice look for a while, but then I just got out of it, and I just decided to just go with the Caribsea and the pool pond filter sand, and it's just been looking good for me. It brings out more definition to it.
How's those creek fish doing?
Good, really good. Haven't lost one yet. They're coming right up to my hands when I feed them now. Pretty cool. They're schooling really well. They frenzy.
Are they natives?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've got natives in this one and in this one over here too. It's bluefin killies here. There's 29 bluefin killies in here, and then I've got 23 blacktail shiners in the one behind me in the 120 gallon.
Do you like lower the temperature somehow, or you just keep them without heater? Or?
Just no heater at all. The bluefins were actually out here even during the winter. I had a little bit of freeze up on the top layer, like the top layer of the water started to go kind of crystallized a little bit. And then I started I had a space heater in here that I brought in just to take the edge off. And it was enough to keep the water from freezing and clean the filter out so that I had better flow because it was time to clean the filter out for sure. Because I've got it's an internal, to give them a little bit of flow, it's an internal filter with the like the rain head on it that I've got like just shooting sideways so that it just gives as much flow across the top in that top 3/4 and then down across as it can. But yeah, it does pretty well. They're finally starting to show off and show their colors now too. So like actually instead of just looking like top minnows, you're actually seeing the blue in their fins and the double fin underneath. It's like just really popping and standing out really well. Really pretty on the blue fins. The blacktail shiners I've only had now for this is week 3 that I've had them, and I may end up. Go ahead.
What's that noise?
That's a guinea.
Oh, here we go again. Just like last
Well, actually, to be specific, that is a male guinea. So if you hear that sound, that is a male guinea. If it's a female, they make a sound that we like to call buckwheat because it sounds like they're saying buckwheat. It goes buckwheat, 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 buckwheat.
Guinea fowl or guinea pig?
Fowl, yeah, guinea fowl. Guinea pigs. They almost whistle.
Okay.
They have like
I've never.
It's almost like a whistle sound instead of the normal pig squeal. It's a squeal, but it's just like more higher pitch, so it sounds like a whistle. Really cute.
And did you collect those or did you buy them? Where are you in the States?
I'm in Texas, north central Texas, about 25 miles northwest of Fort Worth. Just where it starts to get out into the county line areas.
Hey, man, when poop gets deep, I'm coming to your house. Are you firearm friendly?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody around here is everything friendly.
I'm just making sure.
We got dudes like blowing up tannerite out in the creek down there.
You know what, man? The 4th of July, I actually I upset my neighborhood really bad. So I've got these fireworks that leave, I don't know, 3.5, 4-inch round holes in the ground.
Oh, nice.
A couple inches deep.
Yeah.
My neighbors don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
It scares the Jesus out of them.
Oh, fireworks, but why did we feel the shock wave?
You know, the 4th of July is my best friend that passed away's birthday. So the 4th of July, I always blow shit up. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
But I make sure I let it go.
Coming back. Wait, thank you for coming back. Caleb, thank you for showing up. And everybody that's showing up. I really appreciate all the love and all the support. And guys, oh, by the way, wait. Go ahead and drop Happy Place Aquatics link, because even though he already hit his 400 and he's still climbing, so we got to show all the support and all the love for everybody to take him out. And also Tommy Silver Creek Aquatics, even though he does his funny videos and all this and all that, even though when he can, he will drop a video. But just make sure make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and turn on that notification bell to be notified. And also, if you haven't seen his Rodolfo, he don't have a YouTube channel, but he has an Instagram channel. You can go ahead and check him out on the Instagram channel, and you can find him there. And guys, you never know where he's going to be putting, even though he's a very busy person and going to school. But we have a great supporter showing all the support for everybody here and everybody that's in the chat. He supports everybody, so we should help out each other. And guys, he's learning his marine biology and doing his little butterflies and crickets and all that.
Put him on the big.
Yeah, let me put him back up. And I'm sorry for not being so intelligent and all that good stuff with the scientific names and all that. but he's a scientist for bugs and a scientist for marine biologists and all that crazy stuff. As a matter of fact, Rodolfo, introduce yourself for everybody who really understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so one, I'm not studying marine biology. What it is that I stepped out of the service, so I'm out, and I'm using the GI Bill to study ornamental aquaculture. But that's like a master's. You still need the associates and bachelors, and I'm right now working on my associates in science. The curriculum that I picked is like farming, essentially. You know what I mean? Like agriculture. So
speaking my language
okay, so then in that career path, or you have to take entomology, you have to take biology. Well, you have to take everything. So then that's why, like last week, I was working on a entomology project because this semester I'm taking entomology. But I have like a irrigation class. I have botany, plant ID. So whatever I got, I show.
Yeah.
Except for the math and the English and that sort of thing. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to do algebra with me.
Hey, Pesonic, thank you for coming. And guys, if you haven't checked out Pesonic's website, go ahead and check out his website. You never know what kind of deals that he has and what kind of specials. And something you might be looking for in your local fish stores or your box stores don't have. Pesonic might have it. So go ahead and check out Pesonic. You never know what you're going to get. He might have it. So go check out Pesonic.
Yeah, he goes like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Hey, look, it's me.
And this gentleman right here, Happy Place, also known as Jim. Guys, let's keep on showing all the support and all the love. Let's keep on hitting that like button and that share button and turning on that notification bell to be notified when he's dropping a video or when he's going to go live. And guys, always make sure you got that notification bell turned on because you don't want to miss anything. And guys, right now we got him to his 400. Let's get him some supporters and more help. Let's just bring him up because he's trying to get up there.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
And Tommy, we know that you know how to count. We know
pretty creepy right there.
We know that you know how to count, so relax, Tommy.
I can count on my fingers.
Now, if we can only get Tommy to subscribe to my channel. He muted us.
I am subscribed to your channel. I've been subscribed to your channel.
Subscribe again.
I'll make another account. I shall come back and see embodiment of something else.
Oh, I'm just busting your chops, man.
Jim,
I don't have an alien that subscribed to my channel.
And this gentleman here, Mr. 11,000. Mr. 11,000. Like always, you already know. You already know what Garcia Aquatics always doing. But I know he's very busy. He got so many tanks. And he's got a lot of things that he's been doing. So maybe in the future we might have him on Garcia Aquatics Hangout. We might have him. But we gotta see because he's one busy person. So let's just keep helping out each other, support each other, and let's get those numbers up. Because it's just like like a salesman. You got to make those numbers look good. Bring those numbers up and keep them up. Don't bring those numbers down. We want to bring those numbers up. So let's bring those numbers up. Let's keep
Absolutely. Why don't we see if we can get Garcia from 744 to 800?
Get him over that 1K hump, y'all. Share him out.
Let's get him to that 1,000.
You just got to bear with me because I haven't been putting too much videos out, but I've been doing more on the lives, but I got videos coming out, but I'm just trying to do the best I can, but I'm really getting all the love and all the support because I really, really care about everybody. I got that big heart. Sometimes it gets stepped on, sometimes it gets stabbed, but guess what? I'm still living and I'm still moving and I'm keeping it moving, keeping it rolling and rocking and rocking it.
You know what, man? I am pretty sure you have been on every one of my live streams except for the first one.
Hey, you drop the link. If and I just went to somebody's the host. Whoever wants to come up, the link is there. The link is there. Whoever wants to come up. If I'm not busy, or if I'm busy, I'm still gonna come up no matter what. Because Garcia Aquatics always jokes. And I've been mostly in everybody's live stream. And I just wait for the host to say the link is in the chat. If you want to come up, come up. But if I don't hear those words, I won't come up. But I love showing all the support.
I appreciate the support.
And guess what, guys? Here's what Pink Sonic says: 30% off on your sale. Still marketing products down, so keep checking back. Come on, guys. 30% off.
Website out.
Nice.
I'm actually gonna check his website out while we're sitting here.
Hey,
I'm gonna say on
he
another.
got so much stuff there. You just gotta check it out. And you getting 30% off on what you get? Come on, guys. Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a bat.
I was gonna say last night. I went with another member of Gold Coast Aquarium Society, Matt Kogo, to Shark Valley, which is in the Everglades. He hunts for pythons, and we were out there last night. It was amazing because the park is empty at that time, but since he has the license to hunt on the park, we were driving around the perimeter road that loops around the park.
Yeah.
And it's like 14 miles, so it's not a short drive. His wife was driving, and we were both on the back. But amazing, like all the alligators, the bird species that we saw. There was an owl that almost hit me in the face. What else? There was amphiumas, which are like a exotic or an invasive eel, like an eel. And then there's also like a salamander type thing we saw, but no snakes, unfortunately. It was a little cooler for the night, so we no luck on the pythons. But I mean, just to be out there, that experience where you're just like watching nature, you're in the middle of the Everglades. It was amazing. Super quiet. All you hear the different frogs, doing their thing. And Matt, he's like, what do you call it? A biologist by training. So he's calling out, everything he hears. Oh, his wife? By the way, we saw a baby alligator, several, but the one that she spotted, she's driving, was like, maybe 10 inches, newborn. And she spotted it. I was standing over the pickup truck. I couldn't see it. But, eventually she showed me where it was, and I was like, holy crap. Like, super good, what do they call people that have, like, the eyes because they do it all the time.
I call those people eagle eyes.
No, for sure. If they were in the Army, they would have been snipers. For sure. Both of them. You know what I mean? They would have been like, bro, you got the eyes for it,
Okay, Pet Sightings products for dogs, cats, fish, reptiles, small animals, and birds, and also for chickens.
Ooh.
And
Should branch out.
Web Flora said Asian swamp eagle, and then he said
Amphiuma
Amphiuma are the legless salamanders.
Okay, so yeah, I'm confused, but those legless salamanders are like a yellowish color. We saw one. There was also the Asian. So I think that's the Asian one, and it was out of water, like on the edge of the road, on the perimeter road, just hanging out. You know, just chilling outside of the water. Probably something was trying to eat him, and he like crawled out of the water. You know what I mean? Or trying to catch some heat from the pavement, maybe. But it was like alive, but outside of the water. That was pretty cool. Um, what else? I mean, the fish that we saw there, most of them are natives, so that's good because down here in South Florida, there's a ton of exotics, and we didn't see many. Like at least I didn't spot many exotics other than like, you know, I saw Euophthalmus, which is the what do they call them? The Mayan cichlid. I saw like a pair. Saw a pair like in a culvert. But other than that, you know what I mean? I didn't see any big Oscars or anything. So at least in the park, you know, there's like, I guess like a balance where, you know, maybe the egrets are eating them or other stuff because they're easily, or maybe they have more color so they get spotted easier. But I saw huge bass, big bluegill, because we're spotting from on top. And you generally, like in the daytime, the water has tannins, so you can't see the glare. Like it just looks, you know, maybe you can only see the few inches. But at night with the flashlights, you see all the way to the bottom. So, I mean, it was amazing. Plus, I mean, it was cloudy, but you know, you have like out there, there's no light pollution. So constellations, stars, everything is amazing. And then you see far away Miami, so you see like the city lights, you know, and the chaos.
It's really nice being able to see the stars at night. Where I'm at, there's like no light pollution at all, and you know, there's a couple of people 5-6 acres away that have some spotlights in their yard, but you just turn it away.
Hey guys, hold on, guys. I got two people that coming up. Two people coming up. First, let's bring in the one and only Shrimp It Ain't Easy, and also the #1 star right now because he did his live stream and he had a great live stream. At the same time, I was streaming, I was watching it and looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, and watching them. So, guys, let's welcome Mr. Gordon from Aquarium Talk TV.
What's going on, man? Your intros are like next level notch, dude.
Fireworks going off.
Dude's a salesman.
Yeah.
So
I'm a salesman, like in my real life. Like I'm a salesman. So I'm like, geez, man, like, I hire you.
Right.
So,
We get you on the phone with them ups.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Gordon, how was your live stream? Now
it was just a test.
Even though I know it was a little test and everything, but how did it feel? Did it feel good?
Yeah, it felt good, man. Like it felt good, dude. Like I think it was a little different for me. Definitely a lot different than in any other platform. You know, especially using like streaming software and stuff like that. I was really unfamiliar with that, but I did my like 10-15 minutes of YouTube University crash course on it, and then just kind of went from there and just tried it out. And then, but yeah, no, it worked out. It worked out pretty good. I'd like to think. My audio, when I played it back for like 2 seconds, my audio was trash. So I'm gonna do something about it there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Like I have some intentions on what I'd like to do with it. There is like, essentially like kind of like a game plan on like where I want to go with this. But as of right now, testing it out and seeing it. But I had fun communicating with everybody on my own channel for the first time. Usually I'm like always joining like your guys' lives.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool to be on there, man. Glad I made it.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining in, guys, and saying hello and everything like that. I greatly appreciate it. It means
You do it for us, we gotta do it too. So we gotta help you out too, because it's it's a big family. We just gotta help out each other and get to where we gotta go.
yeah, no, for everyone
And
that's
there's other people that they've been in the game and they know about it, but they don't want to help out. But they want all the help, but why they don't want to help out the other people?
yeah.
That's what bothers me. I just don't like it. But it is what it is. So we just gotta go with the flow.
Yeah, no, like I mean, like I had fun kicking it with you guys the other night. I forget who's, well, like I've been on like a lot, like kind of like on a tyrant lately, which is like going on YouTube lives and stuff like that. Other people's, of course, but like kicking it with you guys, meeting everybody from like Rodolfo, you with you got the bugs, happy place, Jim. You got Tommy, you got Shrimp and Ain't Easy here, Goldie. And then who was the other guy on the other night too? He had some dope monster pitch tanks, and I was chopping it up with him after too, and during the live Island Aquatics.
Yeah, I
Island
was gonna say Island or Ritesh.
yeah, Island was cool. So I've met a lot of cool people from just joining people's lives and stuff like that too. So
I got somebody else here, a new person coming up. I never seen him in my life. So let's go ahead and enjoy. Let's bring in Wet Floor Fish.
Wet Floor Fish, what's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey guys, good to be here with you. Just kind of feeling out the group. Rodolfo invited me. Man, I feel like I've been hanging out with you guys for a while now already. Your tanks look just like mine. Cinder blocks and 2x4s. Let's go.
That's it.
Except for Rodolfo, he's got that fancy white stand and top there.
Let me tell you, this thing I found behind
stands.
Yeah, no, but this whole setup I found behind a Goodwill. So the Goodwill wouldn't take it, and I was dropping off some clothing, and I was like, nobody touched it.
They wouldn't take it, or they didn't take it fast enough.
Exactly. No, a guy pulled up next to me, and I was like, I'm taking it. Like, I signaled him, like, don't fuck around. I will run you over.
No problem. My B, thank you for coming.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Wet Floor Fish. So tell us, we want to know more about you. So tell us more about you.
Well, I got to tell you guys in all humility, I'm big time. I'm just kidding. I
don't like to toot my own horn, but
no. I just hit my 250 milestone on YouTube, which means I got 25 followers. But I have a Python account, and that does really well. Because of the terms of my contract, I'm not allowed to monetize it. And whenever I would post my aquarium stuff, it would kind of be dead on that channel because it wasn't the right crowd. So it's like, you know what? I just need to go ahead and start a fish-specific channel. That's my main hobby. It has been for 30-plus years. And I was nice. Let's see if we really put some effort into it, what we can do. So this whole last week, I've been trying to post on all the platforms and get to know people. And I've really been pleasantly surprised with the interactions I've had. It's like right away I kind of found my crowd, and I've been enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot easier to make content when the content is in your living room, as opposed to when you got to drive an hour and a half out to the Everglades and hope to see something for 10 minutes out of the 4 hours you're driving around. So it's like I'm like posting 2 times a day.
There
you go.
Well, now you're at 30.
Hey, hold on. Wet Floor Fish. What's your channel?
It's gonna be a good account, I hope. I've been putting out the shorts because YouTube seems like they're really pushing the shorts. Like you can't even avoid them if you want to. And that's what I've been doing with Instagram Reels and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, let me get my feet wet. Let me just post something. I got to get some editing software. I got to do some real videos. I've got some build threads in the works, and I think that's going to be my thing. Setting up the same tank 16 different times. Yeah,
I just love your channel, Wet Floor.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, man, no problem. Like the one thing I could say though with shorts is like if you're ever into making long form content videos, shorts are like the easiest way to get subs for sure. But you're not, in my opinion, you're not going to get anybody like you're not going to get the engagement. Like doing these lives with people like Berto and Tommy and all the people in here, they're going to get you engaged subs that want to see your content, like me and all of us.
Yeah, and that's the fun of it too. You know, it's like you hope it goes somewhere. You're like, hey, maybe I could quit my day job, which I'm not quitting my day job. But you know, it's like you have these grand ideas, but the reality is, if it's not fun, you're just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And, so I'm really looking forward to do the longer form.
Yeah.
I know it's like, you know, getting a sugar high off of Halloween candy with these shorts,
Right.
But
I can tell you, dude, you gotta get a lot of subs to make it your full-time job.
Oh yeah. And you know,
What I gotta say though, Wet Floor. Let's get him up there. Right now, he's sitting there probably 32, 33 subscribers. Let's help him out. So let's
I appreciate it. And
And
you know, one of the things I do is
He's at 33. He's already at 33.
After this.
and
I try to look at who subs, and if they got a public channel and it's fish specific, I'm following them back.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
I'm
if it's picture of their kids that's just awkward, I'm not following
no.
back. If it's private, it's private, you know?
Yeah.
You got a subscriber from me.
Hey, you're gonna find this. You're gonna find this face.
Yeah, exactly.
I think all seven of my subscribers are on here right now.
I think
Goldie, I couldn't find you.
You couldn't find me? It's Shrimpin' Ain't Easy.
Shoot.
Oh yeah. I think I was following you before this, right? Yeah. So it's funny. I think I fell into a little cohort of people who are kind of starting out, and it's like a lot of the guys that I'm following are following each other. They're all in their first few hundred. Nobody's really blown up yet, and you know, some people are posting a lot. Some people are posting, you know, very similar things multiple times a day. And I think there's, you know, that's what I love about the shorts. There's room for everything. You know, if you got one fish and you're posting the heck out of that one fish, but it's doing something different every time. I mean, maybe that's your niche, you know. I mean, I don't know if you guys follow any fishing people, but there's a guy, Ernie the Hog Snatcher. He's like one of my favorites right now. He's in DC. He fishes for catfish, mostly off the bank. He's not hiding his spots at all. He's telling you what he's fishing with, and he's just catching catfish. And he's got like almost 1 million people now.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, he just found his rhythm. So
I think everybody can find their own thing that makes them happy on here too.
The word is, you gotta find your niche.
Yeah,
that's the word. The niche. As soon as you find your niche, you're golden.
Yeah,
I can't even get Tommy to sub to my channel. So,
hey, everybody started with 0 subscribers.
Facts.
Yep.
Fact is, I still have my first subscriber. I haven't lost him yet.
That's great.
My first subscriber was my wife, so yeah, so that helped.
It's my wife.
If I lose that one, all bets are off.
Wife, kid, mom, something, yeah. 300 people from the laptops at Walmart. I mean,
Now, if you guys like off-topic stuff, like my show and tell here, the little Python skull, the Python page is a little bit bigger for me. Yep, that's me. That's my best video right now. That's my best video right now. But you know, if you like the Python stuff, follow Python Swamp Man on Instagram. It's a fun channel too. That's got a little more than 25 people on it.
Nice. Python Swamp Man, got it. I'm on it.
But no
This
pressure.
man is not afraid of, you know.
What was the other channel?
Python Swamp Man.
Oh,
Matt, can
okay.
you
Yeah,
tell-
I've
can
seen
you-
you on there. I know who you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you talk about what's the record size that you have? The biggest one you've caught?
Well, the biggest one I've caught isn't a record. The record for biggest, longest python right now is at 19 feet exactly, and that's just a monster. I mean, they usually start tapping out around the 16-foot range. And
Is that you, Goldie?
If you see anything over 10 feet, you better run.
oh no, that's money, man. See, we get paid a bounty for catching them, so it's like
really?
a 10-foot snake. That's $200.
Oh wow.
I do a lot for $200.
I guess
20
so.
bucks. 20
guess
bucks,
so.
20 bucks.
20 bucks is 20 bucks.
Go to your happy place and make your money, boy.
Hey, I've caught smaller for free, so
Yeah, and that's how I started. I was going
I've
out
done
there.
worse for less.
It would cost me, yeah. But like to go out python hunting is like, demanding on time and gas. It's like a lazy man hunting. You're on this. I got a platform on the back of the truck. We stand on the back of the truck and we go out all night. And and then I got a day job in the morning. But you burn a lot of gas. So when I first started doing it, it cost me, because gas was cheaper, it cost me $40 just to go out.
just finding them off the side of the road.
Right. And so now being able to get paid to go do it, it makes it so you can, it's like, subsidizing your aquarium hobby, we selling those the fish we produce. We're not making real money, but we're at least subsidizing our own work and our own hobby, and putting a little bit back in. We got a rule in my house with an understanding with my wife and I that fish money stays fish money, because I've really hustled everything I got. It's like I've got from hustling. There's only very few things I've ever bought brand new, and she's she's cool with that, because she's like, hey, this is your thing. This is positive for the whole family. I think we're better family members when we're in place at home working on these fish, because while we're working on fish, we're also doing family time and all those things. And we're not doing some of the negative things people can get into. And if it pays for itself, how can you complain? My wife can, because it blocks a window in our house. So.
Well, your wife has a better outlook than most of ours, probably.
You got to work on it. You got to give too. It's got to go both ways. It's not like she's not allowed to do anything and I do all my stuff. That's some BS right there. Nobody's gonna last long like that. But
Right.
And I've been fortunate. She's included herself with all the things that I do. So like she'll go out python hunting with me. And a lot of times it's just the two of us, and we're in the car for 4 to 6 hours. We get to have all our conversations. We get to plan all the family plans. We have date night, family meeting, and side hustle all at the same time. So it works out great.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
And then every fourth trip has to be a real date.
So that means that I'm gonna have to go south and pick up Rodolfo and meet up with you and go to the other place and see what happens to Garcia Juarez if he gets wrapped up by a python or an alligator.
Don't fall off the boat.
I put a lot of people on their first python, and you'd be surprised. Like, some of my best people have been people who were just like, they weren't really looking to go. I kind of got them into it, and then they catch the bug after that. It's like that one friend you gave your extra convicts to, and now they're full blown in the hobby. Yeah. Nobody here would keep convicts. I know it's a high class crowd.
Yeah, what's happening, everyone? What's happening?
All right,
What's
Berto.
going on?
So I'm going to do Chicago this year. Next year, I'm going to do Daytona for Aquashella.
You're going to go to Aquashella in Chicago?
I am.
I should be there. That's only like 2 hours away from me, so I get to go this time.
It's like 7 for me, but I'm going to drive. We were going to fly, man, but they want like $300 for a ticket to fly from Cleveland to Chicago.
No, you just drive, man.
I'm like, I'm driving.
$700?
700 round trip.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Round trip, I suppose.
I'll give you the whistling gadams.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to drive up there. And next year I'm going to come down. I'm going to hang with Berto.
Oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Oh. Hey, Berto, plan on going out and getting hammered. The old lady's going to have to pick you up.
I'd like to do Daytona one of these times. It's just,
Maybe we should all do it next year. Get Tommy out there, too.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And that's going to be a family. That would be a family trip for Tommy. But don't worry about it. Whoever wants to come to Florida and having a great time, just
What
come
happens
on
in Florida? Going to stay in Florida.
and we can go hang out. And we can also go hang out with Wet Floor Fish. We can go hang out with him, have some great time.
There's a lot of good fish collecting in South Florida too. We got a lot of invasive species, and that's how Rodolfo and I bonded many years ago. We joined the club at the same time, and we were just like, "Hey, you guys going out on collecting trips?" And we just kind of spearheaded that, and it's a lot of fun. You were talking about jaguars. We get the biggest, most beautiful jaguars you'd ever seen. We're catching them on largemouth baits. You get topwater fish for jaguars.
Out in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Wow, that'd be cool.
That would be cool to catch a jaguar. I need another one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Jaguars, Oscars, you're ophthalmic, so the
I want the
Lion
cat
sick-
version of one.
like,
What was that, buddy?
The jaguar cat.
Oh yeah. I like
Oh.
big cats. I would definitely.
But
I,
there's
I
one
would
thing
be the
gotta
guy
say.
in the zoo sleeping with the lions and the big cats.
Nice.
I
Like
mean,
I'm home. I'm a wild man.
I was watching
I
it.
gotta say though, there's one thing I gotta say though. If nobody has my email is garciaquatics@gmail.com. Email me. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button, the share button, that notification bell to be turned on. But you never know when the video is gonna be coming down or when I'm gonna go live. And guys, let's show all the support for everybody that's been in the chat and in all the platforms. Let's show all the love, and let's go ahead and turn on those notification bells on their channel, and let's keep following them because we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to help out each other. Let's go.
You said it's Garcia Aquatics at Gmail. Look at that.
I'll make sure I get everybody after this. My phone's real screwy if I leave this chat. I'll make sure I get everybody after this for sure.
Roberto, I'm
I
gonna
think
have
I already
to
have
I'm gonna go watch a movie
notifications.
with
No
on
my
problem.
family.
everybody,
No problem. Go do what you got to do because I don't want wifey to come and looking for me. No. Go.
You'd be a eunuch in a night.
Shut up and get off.
Good hanging out with you, Wet Floor. Hey, good to meet you, man. Definitely got
Yeah.
you on the follow list. So
Yeah, you have to
Looking
forget.
forward to
I'm
seeing
still new to navigating YouTube, so I'm gonna follow you guys back as soon as I figure out how to find you.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, you should
I
definitely
know
go
how I am.
subscribe to the channel.
do
You'll be
what?
good because as soon as when you go to the replay, everybody's links will be on in the chat.
All right, cool. I appreciate that because I'm like him. I'm getting used to it all.
And by the way, could somebody tell me where is Wet Floor Fish sitting at now?
Oh, so this is my home office. This is
No,
this
buddy.
is this
No,
is my
we're
work.
just trying to see.
Oh,
where
what's
you're
my?
sitting at.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. The question. Let me see. Let me go to my home and see where I'm at. Been using the app, and I'm on the desktop now, so I'm not finding stuff in one place. Let's see. View channel, and we're at 34 subs. So thank you guys. That's almost 10 new people. So that's everybody. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it.
And guys, just not only hitting the subscribe button, give him a like, and leave a comment. That way you can definitely stick.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, what are you guys watching?
I don't know yet. They've been picking it out, but that's what I was saying on the private chat. Probably a horror movie, knowing my kiddos, but I don't know yet. It's a surprise to me. As long as there's some seasoned popcorn involved, I'm good. But it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me up again, Berto. As always, anytime I can come up, I will definitely be here. And
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go watch a movie, Gordon.
Hey, Tommy,
Hey,
6 o'clock next Sunday. Be
All right,
there.
Tommy. I'll see
I
you
will.
later, man.
Monday.
Sunday. Every Sunday,
Sunday.
6 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Mike, I don't know what time 6 is your time.
He's the early bird, and I'm the late bird.
I think it's like
I'm
8
probably
o'clock
never again.
Central.
Yeah, 6 o'clock I can swing. Usually the ones after like 8 o'clock I usually don't catch unless I'm up really, really late for some reason. I got old man schedule.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Is it past your bedtime, buddy?
No,
No. It's getting close though.
Tommy,
getting
It's
close to
getting
my
close to mine.
laying
I ain't
down.
gonna lie.
Tommy, don't get mad. But you're a great guy. You're a great friend. A great brother. And sorry to do this to you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See you later, buddy.
Hey, Berto, you got an email.
Oh, okay. Who was the one that was talking? Was it you? Okay.
Yep.
Why are you pointing at me?
Who was asking a question?
Nobody. I said you got an email.
Okay, thank you. I'll check that in a few.
So, Gordon, what all kind of fish you got, Gordon?
Me, I have. You ready?
Let's go.
It's got the monster fish.
I have an albino arowana, Oscar. Ooh, they're fighting right now. 2 azul peacock bass. I have a Temensis peacock bass. I have 2 black diamond stingrays, and I have an Endlicheri bicher in that big aquarium behind me. In this 125 that I have right here, I have a jag.
Talk towards the camera, buddy.
Sorry, I have a jag. I have 2. I'm trying to remember. I have to look. I have 2 Geophagus redhead Tapajos. I
love those fish.
I have 2. I have a big fire eel. I have a jag. They've all found a home, so this tank is being stripped. I have a Oaxaca puffer. I have a snapping turtle. I have a bunch of mud skippers, and I have no one's seen this one yet, but I have another peacock bass. Just because
I would imagine you have a snakehead for some reason.
I used to have one. I did have one.
You did?
Yeah, I had one. I had one like 3 months ago. Yeah.
See,
I got a question.
We make fish tacos with them here in Florida.
Yeah, well, my snakehead isn't the ugly snakeheads like Florida has. It's a yellow. It's a yellow Santorum.
Yeah, there's some amazing ones. I really hate them. You can't keep any of them here.
Yeah, you can't keep them here either.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't they like illegal to even get in or somehow? Or
yeah, you can't have them. So Canada has what's called a blanket ban on all snakeheads. So basically, the northern snakehead is kind of taken over North America. We all know they're in every waterway. They're everywhere. They can handle sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah, extremely evasive.
Yeah, they can handle everything. They terrorize everything. And
they get big, right?
The last straw was in British Columbia. They found on Vancouver Islands. They found a bunch of northern snakeheads feasting on ducks.
Oh wow! Really?
That was the last straw for Canada, and then they introduced a blanket ban across the country, just saying anything Chana is banned in Canada. And that was only in I think 2014 or 2015, somewhere around there. It's silly, it's stupid because the Chana that I had, he would not survive if you let him out. He would die.
Yeah. Was he a soft water type?
Just like New York banning piranha, red belly piranha. They're going to die, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen. However, it does happen, and it is what it is. They should only ban certain species of certain things, just like the U.S. You guys can't have Asian arowana. Don't know why.
Yeah.
You just can't have them.
Yeah.
But we can have the common
It's because people.
You can have the common pleco that feasts on manatees and takes over the waterways of Florida. Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely atrocious. And I just joined an aquarium club a couple months ago, and they were talking about this governing body that oversees all the aquarium clubs in Canada. And I forget what it was called, but basically they're the people that are in charge of overseeing all the aquarium clubs. They have to approve the speakers at the club. So who's speaking, they actually have to approve it. So if Hamilton Aquarium Society wants to book me to do a talk on stingrays. There's a governing body that actually has to approve it, believe it or not.
Through your country in Canada?
What's that?
Through Canada, you mean?
Yeah, Canada.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, which is so weird. It's kind of like communism. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
kinda weird.
So they're the people that also are the people that recommend the bans on certain species of fish. So they're like the PETA.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
aquarium hobby.
Right.
They're PETA. And now I'm like, I don't even want to go anymore.
Be right back.
Because I don't know if I want to support that. But at the same time, it is what it is. There's a lot of poor bans out there for a lot of fish. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Like Florida almost had that white list, I think it was called,
Yeah.
that was almost introduced. And I will say this about Florida for the right reasons.
It's just other people that they already know what kind of fish they're getting into, and they don't do research, and they would just if something's getting too big, they didn't want to get in no big tank. They would just go ahead and just drop it in any lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what messed it up for everybody.
So that messed it up for everybody now.
Well, let's not forget, like we blame it on the majority of people. I've been on a lot of live streams and they talk about this and they talk about the problem with fish keeping in Florida. And they're talking about, and this kind of bugs me. And I used to feel this way at first, but it was Florida YouTubers that were the problem. But they weren't, because to establish those populations of fish that they have, for example, let's take the jaguar cichlid into account. The jaguar cichlid, to invade the waterways like they have across Florida, it takes about 30 years to 40 years to get that big of a population as to what they have now. Just the jag. We're just talking about the jag right now. So this problem is long before YouTube. It's long before social media. It's long before that. That problem stems from the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's I agree.
It's not from YouTube.
I agree. There are some bad YouTubers. There's some YouTubers that shouldn't be doing this. There's some, yeah. However, majority of them, 99.9%, solid, and they're educated and they make the right decisions.
I don't think I've ever seen a Florida YouTuber releasing fish from their aquarium into the wild either.
They will never film that. They will never do that.
They might have done it. Don't get me wrong. There might have been some.
Yeah, I have.
No, and that's the hard thing. Is like you want to build a creator culture of integrity, but a lot of the biggest creators got big due to lack of integrity.
Correct.
So it's kind of like in influencer culture, the people with the most influence, that kind of that states the rules of the game for everyone else in a lot of ways.
Correct.
So it's hard for the next generation coming up to not be the oh my gosh people. And I'm an educator as well. I teach high school kids. I taught middle school for a lot of years, and I started teaching in 2006, and that's when YouTube was really starting to take hold.
Yeah,
and since the mid 2000s, it was a legitimate career field to go into, either as a creator or some type of production along the way.
Oh yeah,
marketer.
Yeah,
I mean, people are getting hired to manage social media for major companies, so it's like and AI is going to be the next thing too. AI prompt writers. That's
how can you make your name one job? So here's another thing.
Yeah.
Name one job.
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
No problem, Berto.
Right.
Name one job that it cannot completely be replaced by some form, the slightest form of AI.
Auto mechanic.
Robots can do that.
There's forms of it that are already replaced. Look at Detroit.
I get it. I get what you're saying, Jim. But let's take that into account. Robots and artificial intelligence are going to be at some point in the future, whether they're
merged,
how this works or whatever.
Yeah.
At some point, who's going to watch a robot talk on YouTube? and run around on YouTube.
I'm
Because
not.
that lacks personality, and personality is what makes people want to watch. Whether it's watching a family go camping, it's watching somebody change a flat tire, or watching somebody play around with the fish tanks and educate people about fish. There's something there. So when people used to talk about going into a career field of YouTube, I was the one who right there firsthand, I'll take my hat off and tell you, I did not believe in it either. But I've seen it. I have friends that do it full time. That really take it seriously, and then not only that, they watch what they do in order to be the right influence. They don't keep certain types of fish because they don't want to shed a light on that fish where everyone goes out and gets them, and then next thing you know, you've got a problem. So there's some people that do take it very seriously and do it well and perform it well. And then there's other people that go dumpster diving for fish and find go into abandoned houses and find red-tailed catfishes in ponds. Who knows, man? Teach their own.
Yeah. I mean, like everybody said, you can find your own niche, and I think everybody can find something that makes them happy that they can.
Yeah, I agree.
I haven't found that $1 million yet.
Yeah, me either.
Me neither.
Me either.
But that's an important point. There's a balance too. Like there's the people like you're wearing the predatory fins hat. I mean, there's a segment of the hobby where they can build a 10-foot tank, 20-foot tank. They can house and breed, stingrays and things like that. And YouTube brings light to those people, that end of the hobby. I remember, working for a humane society in Michigan, they would not adopt Burmese pythons out because no average person has the ability to keep a Burmese python.
To house them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, the information people have is incorrect. Not every Burmese python is going to grow to 20 feet. Matter of fact, no Burmese has grown to 20 foot in the wild at all yet. The record is 19, and that's super, super, super rare. But there are people that build these massive enclosures and dedicate whole rooms to reptiles, and you don't need as much space for a big Burmese python as you do for a big dog. Burmese pythons like tight spaces. You can pull them out, let them stretch out, and put them back in. It's not that big a deal. But the flip side of that is, like you said, the dumpster diving, scary abandoned house with monster fish in pond. The really. This is, oh, look, we found this saltwater shark in a freshwater canal next to my girlfriend's Hooters. Oh, that's the same Hooters where you found that shrimp eel thing. It's like so it's like that balance. One side we're building knowledge and expanding what people can do and aspire to, and on the other end it's just crap filler. And welcome back, Garcia. How do we as micro influencers, right? I mean, you said somebody had 11,000, but I'm like, we're not like the 6 million accounts fighting Mike Tyson stuff. How as micro influencers do we move that culture in a more positive direction? I think that's
so.
Hey, Goldie, is this you?
Hold on. Does it have a green thing?
No, big shrimping.
No, it's shrimping ain't easy.
That's what he did.
Oh, so I guess you had it right. Sorry, Jim.
You know what? I'm gonna have to search for you.
It has a green emblem with like 2 fish bones, like a yin yang sign.
Yeah, no, I think when you were talking about that, wet floor, about the how can you do it? Well, it's pretty simple. Just from day one, start off with proper education. Don't sacrifice don't move that needle too far. Stay consistent with the type of content that you provide.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, that's all anybody else can do. There's always going to be the bad seed, right? There's no way to stop that. Like I could come on here tonight and say, "Hey, everybody, go get an Arapaima and put it in a 125-gallon aquarium."
Yeah.
Just having ethics and just being morally responsible. And not only that, if you're truly here, here's my thing: if you're truly here for animals and you love animals and you love exploring, herping, catching fish, whatever your forte is, you're probably doing it at some point, or you've done it at some point responsibly.
Somebody's at your door.
Yeah.
Continue to do it, and you'll never have I don't think you'll have a problem.
Domino's Pizza.
I think there's some people that just.
The consistency of it, I think that's a good point too. You know, it's like that one time you see something and you're like, oh, but that's going to make a great video. And it's like, as soon as you post it, like, you know, you'll see, and I don't think it's just, it's the education, but I think it's also the culture of it. Like, in the snake world, there's every week there's a new guy up there. Guys, we're in the Florida Everglades with this invasive Burmese python. And they give the speech of, like they're the expert on Burmese pythons now and the invasive problem. And it's like, we get a lot of that. But what we also need, I think, is, people who are speaking intelligently, posting consistently, like, they're not breaking their own ethics, right? Like, you guys should follow these rules, but I'm going to do something different for this video. But, that we're sharing information, that we're not criticizing people who do things differently. I know I'm going to get flamed for most of the stuff I do because I do things wrong on purpose because I'm using what I got on hand, finding different ways to do it. And I remember years ago, because I was big into forums before any of the social media was.
Yeah, of course, forums were.
And people, you would go into these forums, and the forums had about an 18-month memory. So anything that happened in the hobby more than 18 months ago, nobody knew anything about. But everybody was an absolute expert about what's happened in the last 18 months, specifically the last 6 months to the year. And if you got into the wrong forum where they had a really strong groupthink, you would get chased right out. It didn't matter if you had 30 years of experience and you've been breeding the fish successfully or whatever. If you said you kept too many of the one fish in the wrong size tank, it's like you were out. And I think we kind of hopefully are going to see more of that with social media, that people are doing things different way. There's not just one way to keep a fish. There's people coming in with a broader experience that can bring up some of these old topics, so we're not relearning the same expensive lessons over and over. But I was thinking when you were talking about filter strategies and substrates, and I was like, were you guys keeping planted tanks in 2000? They were selling us heater cables to go into gravel. You remember that? Everybody was getting heater cables in gravel. No, it was an under gravel heating.
Under gravel filter.
So instead of your heater tubes, you would have a cable that snaked through the gravel. It would heat the gravel water and flow up through. Yeah. And it's like, it was a huge fad and it made some sense, but it's like it came and went, and then there was a new thing, and then there was a new thing, and then there was a new thing.
Sometimes they would short out, crack the bottom of the tanks.
Right. Yeah. And they just, whatever the new thing is becomes like that's the only thing that ever existed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we look at it now, like with the equipment that's available now, in 20 or 30 years, are we going to have something crazier come out? Of course, right? There's always something there that nobody's talked about yet. But I agree, man. I just think it just comes along the lines of being responsible.
Yeah.
I think the people that need to be the most responsible are anybody that carries a big fish. You're treading a fine line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The bigger fish are much bigger responsibility.
That's correct. You're treading a fine line.
Like with the smaller nano fish, you can almost go back to the 1940s with them if you wanted to.
Yeah, really.
As far as technology and all that goes, but with the bigger fish like you keep, especially.
You gotta be responsible. You gotta do it.
Yeah, very, very responsible.
There's a lot of fish that have came across my path that I could get in terms of educational reasons that I just never did.
Not to say you shouldn't be. Yeah, not to say you shouldn't be responsible with little fish either, but
Oh, you should, of course, but like
yeah,
I just think
but I think it's just a bigger responsibility with a bigger fish. I guess
bigger
is
fish,
what it
bigger,
is.
just like bigger snakes, bigger responsibility.
Yeah, yeah,
See you,
yeah.
Berto.
People going out buying. I saw it today on a local. I was actually looking for fish for sale on like local ad sites, and you'd see. For some reason it was in the fish section, but it was an anaconda for sale for $40.
For $40.
Damn, that's a good deal. You know, might have to do that, right? But then I'm
Right,
thinking,
right next to the King Ranch F-250 for
yeah.
$100.
And then I'm thinking, and it was a baby and all this stuff. Like, let me see if I can. I'll try to find it on my phone in a minute. But basically, I was like, man, like that could look good, but in the same time, and then my integrity comes into play, and I'm going, what the hell are you doing? Don't you touch that snake, right? So, and long story short, I didn't. Anaconda. Let me try to find this.
It's just basically like you guys were talking about before. Is that some of these guys they just doing it not for
$80.
education.
$80.
$80. It's still a steal. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, that is nice.
This is
Yeah.
what I saw right
Even
today.
comes with a hiding spot.
I'm like, anaconda for sale. Doesn't come with tank.
Ah,
Just bring it home. Put it
Throw
on
it in
your
the
neck.
bathtub.
Yeah, that's
You see
pretty
it,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, right? And I'm sitting there going, this could work. I'm going, no, this isn't going to work at all. This is going to be bad. So anyways, didn't do it. I'm going to snake keeper. I'm a fish keeper. I like
It's just like you guys were saying before earlier when I stepped away. The thing is that some of these guys they just not doing it for any educational purposes or anything like that. They just looking at for just to get views
money.
and get popular and look very good at it.
Well,
But
it's money. It's money, Bird.
they're not yeah, I know it's all about money and stuff like that, but the best way to do it is be educational and make the money.
Well, it's not only that; it's about your longevity. So anybody can go and make a dumpster dive for fish and make it, or dumpster dive
Tours.
for pythons, or whatever the case may be. But the problem is that oh, look at this fish store, just throw out this Burmese python. Oh, guys, come check this out, right? And you're making those videos. The problem is that your longevity is immediately gone, and not only that, your credibility is gone as well. So what you're going to be doing is your target audience is going to be 15 years old or younger. You're going to be attracting the kids, and kids are the ones that are glued to electronics. They're sucked in. It's like a drug to them. I have two little ones upstairs, and they're hooked on it. Pulling their iPads away from them from YouTube shorts and videos and all this other stuff is crazy. The other day, I saw one of my children watching a fish keeper from Florida, and immediately it was the wrong influence that I'm not going to say the name, but I immediately took the iPad and blocked the channel. Just something I don't want them seeing. But at the same time, it was, anybody can go and do that and suck in that audience and blow up and do that very quickly and do it well and make a lot of money. Some of these guys are making upwards of 80 to 100 grand a month in the aquarium hobby. That's a fact. However, their credibility has gone out the window. It's not a good thing. If I could say it the nicest way possible, it's not good. Like it's really bad for that. As a matter of fact. But yeah. Take me off the main screen, Berto.
I'm not gonna lose my integrity or my credibility over a little bit of money.
Yeah.
It's not happening. I always say it's your hobby, do it your way. We're going back to like everything that we were just talking about a few minutes ago. I've been criticized about fake plants with my cichlids. For most people that don't know, African cichlids will destroy any plant you put in the tank. I don't care what it is.
And Oscars.
including the fake ones.
You know what? I've had luck with
there's a point where you can't be so critical either, towards other people, and I think when we're in this hobby, a lot of people really are that way. And I'm
Who's an
not sure.
expert? Seriously.
Yeah, I'm not sure why people are like that either.
And
It's
who
just-
wants to be an expert?
Nobody's an
You know, it's
expert,
like,
but all
you really want to
scientists
be
and we
done
still
learning, you know?
I
yeah,
don't want to be
you
unlearned.
should have the mindset that this is a hobby where it's a never-ending learning journey, basically.
You know what? I've learned quite a few things from quite a few people. I've learned
Yeah.
a lot from Primetime Aquatics. I've learned a lot from K&G Tropicals. I've learned a lot from, believe it or not, one of the guys on this screen. I'm looking at him right in the middle with the predatory fence hat on there. I've learned a lot from Joey. I actually learned a hell of a lot from Joey.
We all did.
This guy, you didn't learn nothing from me.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people you can learn off YouTube.
We all did. We all did. I think when there's a lot of good ones out there that do things the right way for the right reasons and have pure intentions in terms of, like, here's the thing. There's a few things there's not too many good things in this world that I'm good at. Okay. One of them is fish.
Yes.
That's one of the few things that I'm good. I'm a good dad. I'm a good fish keeper. I'm a mediocre husband. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
I would agree. I would agree on all those myself.
With
myself, I mean, not with you.
Yeah. So,
He's like, I agree. Gordon's just not really in the husband department.
Yeah, you know, I just think that, you know, it's important to follow the right people doing things for the right reasons. And like the people that you named, Jim, are some of the people doing a lot of things for the right reasons. You know, obviously, you know, I learn the channels, I guess the big mainstream channels that I watch. I never really watched KG Tropicals. I watched, obviously, Joey. I watched, actually, I watched Cichlid Bros.
Cichlid Bros was another one. I learned some things about South America from him.
Yeah, Troy's a good friend of mine. I like Troy. And then Mike from Off the Deep End Aquatics. Unfortunately, he's not making videos anymore. But he'll come back at some point. He was really cool. He did a lot of cool stuff with plywood aquariums. He was like,
I just started following him. You telling me he's not making videos now?
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't for about a year. He moved. So he bought a new house, which is a lot bigger than the other one. He does have fish still. He just he hasn't started back up the channel as of yet. He will. He just doesn't know when. And when he goes back into it, he's going in full tilt. He's got plans drawn up. I've seen the plans, like what his ideas. Like, it's pretty nuts. So he's very much still involved. He's just kind of watching from the sidelines right now. Mike, but he in my opinion, in my humble opinion, he was like the innovator of like taking plywood aquariums a step further and saying, hey, you can't fit this tank in your house. Cool. No problem, my friend. Let me show you how to build it in the room. Let me show you how to build it to how you want it to be. You can't get it out, unfortunately.
Who are you talking about, Gordon?
Off the Deep End Aquatics, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I've never seen that one. That
Yeah,
sounds cool.
he's a great guy, just a good human being. Educates properly, does a lot of great things. Obviously, Stingray Biology, Kevin was a big influence for me. Who else? Saltwater Poppy. Yeah, man, like the old OGs. Like, we're talking. So a lot of these people don't make videos anymore. Rachel O'Leary.
Yeah, Rachel O'Leary.
Yeah, Rachel.
I used to watch her videos, but she just whoop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Rachel
She stopped
O'Leary.
right out.
Yeah, Rachel O'Leary.
I mean, she talked about almost every species. It's hard to keep making a species spotlight every week.
now I'm really into. No, Rachel's still. I think she's still got tanks, but she talks to Joey like once or twice a week. They're best friends, and she's doing good too. So, but from what I know, and then who else do I watch? I'm really into LRB Aquatics as well.
Yeah, I like watching Lucas Bratz a lot.
Yeah, Lucas is dope. Like,
that's what I said when going back to 1950s. He's one
Yeah.
of them guys that kind of does that, you know.
He has no filters,
Yeah.
no heaters.
Yeah.
Every
Pretty
aquarium
crazy. It's pretty nuts.
thrive. He's got bigger fish. He's got smaller fish. He
Is that
breeds.
the dirted tank guy?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every planted tank I've ever had has been a dirted tank. It's like I just
Yeah.
I can't bring. Well, the first one I set up, the very first one I set up, it was a
I gotta let out
125.
dogs, guys.
I got the ladder right and everything, and I did all this stuff, and I was like, you know what? All that money I spent on ladder right, as soon as I stir it all up, it's all wasted. And then it's like I could have got the same stinking clay, but it was white, and it was labeled special kitty cat litter at Walmart. It was $5, you know, and I was just, oh. So I switched to dirted tanks, and you know, I would buy like Home Depot gravel and cap it off with that. And you know, eventually the plants would just be so full in there, you couldn't see the substrate anymore, anyways.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And a couple times a year, I would rip everything up, spread the crypts apart, and then I would just put a fresh layer of gravel down, and it was like, all right, we're done.
So you're doing it the natural method, which is something
I had Wallstad's book. That was my first introduction. And then I read the book, I started doing stuff, and then everybody was talking about it, and then everybody forgot about it, and now it's coming back around again. You know?
You know who I've been really watching too with a lot of his knowledge is Ivan McColgy.
Yeah.
Ivan McColgy.
I think he spoke at our group.
He's
years
he's
ago,
awesome.
right, Rodolfo?
Yeah, like him and I started following each other, and I was talking to him, and dude, the stories he has,
he's an entertainer.
Going and discover, like he found a new Oscar species, the McColgy Oscar. So it's just nuts. Like I've been trying to get my hands on the McColgy Oscar actually for like 6 months. I can't even find one.
Do you guys follow Goliad Farms? I think I'm saying it right. It's this guy with a white beard. He does African cichlids and live bearers. Corey from Aquarium Co-op has gone there a few times, and he will sit there on camera and he'll sort fish for what his next breeding stock is. So if you watch the videos, you know what's going to be hot in African cichlids 2 years from now.
Yeah,
but he's one of those guys that's like, it takes a while to get used to his slow, easy delivery style, but wealth of knowledge, and he shares everything. You know, and he's one of those guys, like he's cleaning out vats of African cichlids and he's scooping out the scuds so they don't die. You know, it's like, man, this guy's there's a lot of great people out there, you know.
Yeah, there are, and unfortunately, a lot of the great accounts like that I find, they're a lot of them are really small accounts, and they're like, again, the Wet Fish Net, Marshall and Calgary, I love him, love his videos. He's the guy that doesn't talk in his videos, but he's got the most tanks I've ever seen in a fish room. He is built onto his property, created additions, and just has tanks upon tanks. He's like the rescue of Canada. He literally heats it by this DIY wood stove type of deal that he's got flowing all through the garage. And Alberta, they get very, very cold winters.
Yeah.
And
like wood stove or wood boiler?
Wood stove.
Yeah, wood stoves are no joke, but I mean, you would think you'd have a couple with all those additions and stuff.
Oh no, dude! Like it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And he does a little bit of talking here and there, but he more or less just tinkers with his tanks. And I fall asleep every night just watching his videos. I love it.
Like an ASMR.
I love it. I put it on and I just watch him. Yeah, ASMR. I just kind of watch him do his thing, and I fall asleep, and I'll text him the next morning. Watch that video last night, dude. Perfect. You know.
I follow a young lady named Kasha, Creative Pet Keeping. She's actually really good with the bettas. That is one of her things. She had me like trying to breed my bettas. Oh, how ironic! Canadian Dry. Look at that, Canada Dry. The guy from Canada is drinking ginger ale from Canada. Look at you.
I'm a committed Verner's man.
I'm a Schweppes guy.
Schweppes. I like to. Was it raspberry Schweppes? What's the sweet one they do?
Schweppes. I can't do Schweppes.
I knew a guy. He would baste his pig roast with Schweppes.
You know what would actually
continuously baste it with Schweppes the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was good pork. I mean, but you know, pork roast is pork roast. You're just coating the outside.
Yeah.
You could coat it with peanut butter and still be good pork. You know.
I've done it with Dr. Pepper. Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper makes really good pork. And it's
Yeah.
All right, great. Let me put this. You guys are YouTubers, obviously. You have
No,
internal criticism.
just a
However,
supporter.
yeah, I'm just a
I'm
supporter.
a supporter. I'm just a supporter too.
But what I was gonna say, hold on. The positive criticism, but the individual that sees, the collecting of fish in Florida, and what I'm trying to advocate is being a knowledgeable fish keeper, in the sense that some of these fish that have parameters that are not going to let them breed in, just any kind of water. Also, the rare things that you know what I mean. Just so how this conversation started, the spreading of exotics and becoming takes years, takes decades. It's not like a one-day thing or one fish or a pair of fish doing this.
And multiple population injections. It's not like 4 fish got loose and now 20 years later. It's like
It's
100 fish here, 300 fish there. Sorry, go ahead.
So
Elmer.
becoming educated in what you're seeing from these people. I mean, to me, it looks like a joke when you catch a clownfish, because just recently they've done it through hormone therapy to induce them into breeding, and you have to do a myriad of things to get the fish to breed.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're scooping up and you're the same size fish, you know what I mean, which wouldn't happen naturally. I mean, you'll have a difference in sizes. That
right.
Immediately.
Yeah, because when you collect, there's a bell curve to the fish sizes.
Of course.
These are my big words.
It is. So, as an individual, we also have to take responsibility. The YouTuber, I obviously has to also play by the rules, but like you're saying, they're trying to make money, trying to make it in America,
some of them,
or in Canada.
Yeah.
So don't fall into, become an educated consumer of social media, of anything, right? And don't take words from, the expert. You have to make your own judgment. You have to make your own research and learn. I mean, if you're into fish, if you're into any pet, learn about it, and don't just take whoever's word at their, at whatever. Research it. Go to the library. If
read a book.
Read a book. Because there's a lot of information.
The main key word is, and you said it, research.
So, it's true. Yeah.
And with a good background, that allows you to be more intelligently open to new innovations, different ways of doing things, and it moves us in a positive direction, because people can have someone can come with a new idea. I mean, we were talking about zebra plecos at the auction, and then I saw my first zebra pleco in 1994. It was at a local pet store.
You were at the auction?
I was at the auction. Yeah, I was one of the auctioneers.
Damn it.
Guys, I gotta just hop in really quick. I gotta go. My son's having a hard time going to bed for my wife, and it's 10 o'clock, so she's having enough.
All right, Gordon. Good luck, man.
Thank you for coming.
Take it easy, Gordon.
Nice talking to you.
Nice seeing you.
Nice meeting everybody. Take care, everyone in the chat.
All right, later.
But,
all right, I want to jump in here real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we were talking about fish. I just heard somebody talk about parameters for fish breeding. This is actually a really big topic with me, and it kind of gets underneath my skin. So it's all of these bigger channels are always promoting water parameters. Check your water parameters. Check your water parameters. I understand if your fish came from the Amazon. If you literally went and caught that fish from the Amazon, you need to kind of duplicate those water parameters. 95% of the fish that us as the consumer gets comes from a farm.
Yes, or aquarium.
So why are we chasing wild water parameters for a betta that was from a fish farm, or a cichlid that's from a fish farm?
Yeah.
I have argued with so many people about this. It's to the point to where I've had people tell me, and excuse my French, they told me I was fucking stupid because I wasn't chasing the fish's water parameters. I'm like, my fish was caught and raised in a tank. My fish didn't come out of the Amazon. My fish didn't come from South America. My fish came from probably Florida, out of some nasty looking, concrete vault. So why am I chasing a parameter that my fish is not used to? I'm going to kill my fish. And I've told these people, I said, you are going to kill more fish than you raise by chasing something that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
If your fish is happy, your fish is colored up, your fish is swimming, your fish is eating, your fish is being a fish, you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's like one of my
there is some breeds of fish that you have to
discus
alter their things a little bit, like corridoras. They love a colder water change to spawn.
They do. Mine spawn like crazy. Every time I change it, the water's cold.
Yeah. And there's a few other fish maybe, but you're right for the most part.
Right. And, the bulk of hobbyists aren't trying to mass produce, captive bred fish, So a lot of those specialty things like blue rams are another one. Blue rams, they need acidic water to really have good hatch rates, but they will spawn just happily. They will spawn away like newlyweds in high pH water. They don't care, Is their life appreciably different if their eggs don't hatch? Do they get depressed? No, they get to spawn again. They're happy. They're probably happy that they don't have to raise the babies.
I think that water parameter chasing is just a thing to sell an API master test kit. I really do.
Well, not only that, but the pH up, pH down, all these different chemicals that we've been trained to use, stability is the key for everything. I used to chase pH when I first started doing discus because I grew up with this, my introduction to fish keeping was in the 90s, and the discus in the 90s are not the discus we have today. The discus we have today are like Oscars compared to the discus we had in the 90s. And, the 1990s wild collected discus that went through hell just to get here, you move too fast in front of the tank, they run into the glass and kill themselves. These fish are like eating out of your hands and jumping out of the tank, and they're every color of the rainbow. It's a different product. Flake food. And they're eating flake food and living just fine. So I was in Arkansas at the time going to school, and they had hard water, and I would run my water through peat moss for 2 days to bring the pH down. I would get it to 6.5. I do my water change in my 125 gallon planted tank. Had big volume water, had driftwood, had all the things the pamphlet tells you you're supposed to do. 3 days later, 8.5. And it was like I was constantly swinging that water up and down, and my fish never fully colored up. And then I just said, screw it. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care anymore. And if they die, I'm just going back to African cichlids. And then they freaking spawned on erratic and sword plant leaves. So just, And
what you wanted to say, Rodolfo?
No. It's that. But however, your success rate, if you don't, for specific species, right?
Yeah.
You can't just dump any fish in any water and expect it to breed.
Right.
They grow happily in high pH water, low pH water. You have an African cichlid and you take it to South America, and you could grow it in the same rivers. And to a certain degree, there's some water in the Amazon that's like so basic that
it's 5.0.
osmosis. Yeah, osmosis for they will lose salts and minerals to the water. So what I mean is spawning behavior for like a pleco. The ones that we see that are introduced into Florida have ranges that have within them high pH. So they go all the way to the coast. However, if you're going to look for a, if you want to introduce, right, or create something that's breeding, that's, a phantom or, no, that's not a good example. That's a pretty easy fish to, in the pleco realm.
Uh,
A royal pleco, never. I mean, you're gonna have a huge one in a canal or lake. You could find one, somebody that got bored of it and threw
But
it.
you're not going to have a
for reason.
population. Yeah.
You're not gonna have a population.
Yeah, the species with invasive potential, they have that broad range of tolerance. And I think Atkins Nature Aquariums mentioned, he was talking about Tanganikans in the low pH. I would speculate that adjusting to high pH is a lot easier for a fish to do than adjusting to low. The highly acidic water, that's harder on most fish's fish eggs and things like that. And of course, there's always those exceptions. And you got to start with what your goal is in the first place. If your goal is to mass produce cories, you're keeping that pH perfect. You're watching and counting the hours from when the egg was laid to when you siphon it out and all this stuff. But for most of us, if 3 fish live, we're like, I bred a new fish. Doesn't matter that it costs you $100 a fish to do it. It's what your goal is, and I think there's room to allow each other as hobbyists to just enjoy the hobby for the sake of enjoying it without being a quote unquote serious hobbyist or whatever. If I want to keep an oversized Oscar and someone's like, oh, you need to be able to take care of that for life. No, I'm eating it next Tuesday. I'm going to make it up with some garlic and butter. What do you got to say to me now? You should never kill a pet fish. I mean, I killed a salmon. That's a pet fish. They're all farm raised.
We were talking about this yesterday, the cattle situation.
Yeah.
People, farmers do name their cattle.
Livestock.
Oh, yeah, my brother, yeah.
And eventually, you're going to...
There's something else I wanted to say about those two, is that sometimes when you breed fish in your own water and you're just using your own water and you're not messing with the pHs and all that and the chemicals and all that, that next generation sometimes can be a lot more used to your water and a lot more susceptible to breeding in your water as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I have
sorry. But just like right here with the water parameters, you never know where you're getting your water from, because those towers, they're always putting chemicals and everything, and you never know how your water is going to be, and you working around that. And then you got to add chemicals to make it work better for you.
Yeah,
it's too much things to do, and you can never have your fishes live the same way they always live in their habitat. But the ones that you're getting from the farms or anything like that, those are farm raised, but those are their fries. They're just getting bigger, and they in those water parameters. And then when you put them in your tank, you got to work it around your parameters. You can't do the water parameter out farm.
Not only that, but most of us are completely unaware of the parameter swings that go on in shipping. I worked at a big pet store, and I would receive shipments of African cichlids, and the store wanted me to acclimate everything. And the guy bringing me $4,000 worth of fish, he's like, "Hey," he pulled me aside, like real quiet, like, "Don't acclimate anything." He says, "These fish have been peeing in the bags since yesterday." He said, "The pH has crashed. If you slowly bring that pH up, they're going to tox out and die. You just need to dump them out of the bag and put them in the tank. They're going to be the stress they get from a change of tank parameters is going to be less than the slow swing of making all those wastes become toxic." Yeah. But it was interesting because there's so many things, and if you watch, we probably all watched the same collection videos out of the Amazon where they got it in like little plastic containers with an inch of water, and the fish are laying on their side, and they got full 80% surface area, so they don't have to aerate it because it's all oxygen, and it's like these fish are sitting on their side for a week before they even get to a collection point of a hatchery type place, and then they get shipped to the States, and then they get grown out again. I mean, that fish might have been in transit for 4 to 6 months by the time you get it at Pet Supermarket. And then Pet Supermarket, if the kid felt like doing his job right that day, it might be good water, it might be bad.
Facts. That's like I've got a breeding pair of electric blue Acara. I mean, these things breed like crazy in my water. I also have a pair of bristlenose plecos. That's all they do is breed, and they're in the same tank. But then you can go to my African cichlid tank, and I will have probably 5 or 6 females holding. I don't know what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong, but all of my fish seem to breed except for the ones that I want to.
That's always me too. That's always
So you
me.
double down on the ones that are breeding and pretend like you never knew about the other ones.
I currently
It seems
probably
like if
have
I ever want
500
a fish to really breed, though, it's not breeding for me. I don't know why that is.
I probably have about 500 electric blue Acara fry right now.
Oh wow.
That happened in our club a few years ago. A guy was producing, the electric blue Cara, and he was bringing them to auction, like big size too, and like everybody in the club had Acaras because he had no one else to sell them to. But they're beautiful fish, and the black Acara is an invasive in Florida. They're bulletproof fish.
I would love to find some of those. I'm not even lying to you. I have some natural blues that I just got. No, I would have to drive down there if I'm doing that, man. If I'm flying down there, I can't fly back with them.
The ones we have in our canals, they're Acara shaped. They call them keyhole cichlids or porthole cichlids. I forget which they call them. But they don't really have any color to them. It's like people come down and want to collect the tilapia marii, which is illegal for you to take alive away from the water. But it's like tilapia marii is good looking for 3 days out of its whole life.
Aren't you guys killing lionfish down there too?
Yeah, there's a lot of lionfish. We can't even keep those in aquariums anymore. I don't think. I think they've been fully banned.
Are you in Florida too, then?
Yeah, I'm not far from Rodolfo.
Okay.
I eat lionfish. I eat lionfish. They're very tasty.
They're supposed to be really good. Yeah, I've in every marine tank I had that was a bigger tank, whether it was a reef tank or fish only, I've had lionfish. I just love them. And I always meant to go out and find, because I'm not a scuba guy. I don't have scuba budget, let alone getting certified. But it's like, man, wouldn't it be nice to have like a 200-gallon tank with like a dozen lionfish just swimming around, like the Deuce Bigelow tank,
Yeah.
And I was like, I could have had it for free.
Fishy.
Hey, Alex, thank you for coming.
So, guys,
welcome.
I'm gonna be the party pooper. I've got to get ready. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's about that time for me as well. I could talk to you guys all evening.
We can talk all night.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely.
So you guys do this every Sunday?
I do 6 o'clock, and Berto does 8.
Okay. Yeah. So when I get back into snaking for the summer, Sunday's the night I always try to take off, so I'm fresh for work on Monday, and I'd like to go to church during the day. So it's I think this might work out for me.
Church by day, potty mouth by night. Yes.
I guess
that's all of it.
I'm Presbyterian. We're allowed to do that.
You know what, man? I believe in
swear,
God.
We do cigars. We got the best.
I'm not religious by any means. I believe in God. I just don't have a long distance subscriber to get me there. That's how I work.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Berto,
I'm gonna do it like this.
You having me, sir?
Hold on. I'm gonna do it like this. Thank you guys for showing up to Garcia Aquatics Adventure, and you never know what's gonna happen in the Garcia Aquatics. And thank you for all my guests that showed up on my panel, and everybody that came in the chat, left their comments, and guys, don't forget to subscribe to each other, and always turn on that like button and turn on that notification bell, because you never know when they're gonna drop a video or when they're gonna go live and everything. And my moderators, thank you for doing your job. You did an awesome job, and everybody. Wet Floor, do you have anything you want to say before we shut this down?
Nothing, but thanks for having me. It was great. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys again.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy place. Anything you want to say before we go?
I just want everybody to remember something. It's your hobby. Do it your way.
That's right.
Colby, anything you want to say before we go?
Just happy St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for having me on, buddy. It's always a pleasure.
Goldie, find me and subscribe to me so I can find you.
I will, brother. Make sure.
And Rodolfo, Anything you want to say before we leave?
No, just join your local fish club. That is also a place where you could expand your knowledge, and you're getting it from people that have tried many things. So just on that note,
Using the same water as you.
yeah, exactly. They're not gonna lie to you. They're gonna be like, no, that doesn't work, or it hasn't worked for me. Try this, and yeah, for sure, try your own way. I mean, the books say one thing, but there's many ways to do it. You have to peel.
It is true. You gotta try
whatever.
There's more than one way to mow your lawn.
Exactly.
And guys, thank you for being part of the Garcia Aquatics. And guys, just don't forget, Happy Place is at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sundays, and Garcia Aquatics is at 8 Eastern Standard Time. So don't forget. And guys, look up each other, help out each other, and let's get their goals where they gotta go. So let's do this. And guys, I love you all, and I'll see you guys till the next time. Garcia Aquatics is out of here.